What is up, guys? Joe here, back with another video. Today is Monday, October 25, 2021, and PayPal stock is trending. Now, even though PayPal is up over 2% for the day, PayPal is down over 10% for the week. So there were headlines regarding PayPal to supposedly be in talks of buying and merging with Pinterest. Now, investors did not take this news very well because for the most part, PayPal is a payment processing company and Pinterest tends to be retail oriented. So a lot of investors could not make the connection between the two and could not see how an acquisition of Pinterest could be beneficial for PayPal stock. And this is why PayPal has fallen over 10% for the week. Now, personally, I do think the fears are overblown. I do think the market overreacted to the rumors, and finally today we did get an official statement from PayPal stating they are not merging with Pinterest. And with that being said, PayPal is finally recovering and seems to be headed back to its previous high. So today I wanted to cover some headlines, do some technical analysis, and give a buy recommendation for PayPal stock at its current price point of $246 and why I think this is a great buy right now. So let's get started. I do think PayPal has strong fundamentals and I am extremely bullish on this name, and I do think we can return to its previous all-time highs of $309. So let's get started. We jump over to FinViz. Here are some headlines regarding PayPal stock. PayPal rolls out Pinterest acquisition at this time. PayPal Holdings, responding to reports it will buy Pinterest, said Monday in a terse statement that it is not pursuing an acquisition at this time. PayPal stock rose on the news while Pin stock tumbled. PayPal stock had retreated 11% amid the reports, but some analysts viewed the deal favorably, saying it would expand PayPal's role in online shopping and advertising. Management at both companies will likely face questions over the purported talks. PayPal reports earnings on November 8th. Here's a headline from Bloomberg. PayPal says it's currently not pursuing Pinterest deal. So jumping back into FinViz, we do see some analyst price targets made back in July. RBC Capital Markets gave it an outperform rating and a price target from 300 to 322. Analyst Raymond James gave it an outperform rating and a new price target of 340. Piper Sandler gave it an overweight rating and a new price target of 315. And finally, Morgan Stanley gave it an overweight rating and a new price target of 340. So from its current price of 246 up to potentially 340, there's a lot of runway ahead of us for this stock to continue to rally. So if we take a look at the weekly chart, we do see that PayPal was trading in this range. So this blue line down here would act as support, and we did get a double top up here as well. This pink line above would act as absolute resistance, and that is the previous all-time high of 309. And also we did start getting some downward momentum the last few weeks, and this other pink line here would be seen as more resistance, and each time it was getting rejected at resistance. And today we did break the 200-day moving average. So now we are trading below the 200-day moving average, which in my opinion is a great buy point. This stock is at a discount. It's on sale. Great price right now for you to get in and make money. So we can take a look at it the same way within TradingView. This is our daily chart, and we can draw our trend lines the same way. This is acting as your support. This is acting as your resistance. And we are getting absolute resistance at previous all-time highs up here. That is roughly the 309 price point. And that was a double top here forming. Previous all-time high 309 got rejected. And over here as well, previous high of 309 got rejected again. And I do think eventually, in order for us to make all-time highs, when we reapproach this previous all-time high, we get either breakthrough resistance and continue higher, or we can get rejected and trend lower. And I am seeing PayPal has found support here at the $240 mark. It bounced off of there and continued higher, and now we're currently at 245, 246. And you can see our blue line here is our moving average. That's our 200-day moving average. You can turn that on and off. So we did fall below the 200-day moving average, and that's a great entry point for an investor to buy in and hold the stock to make a long-term bullish gain. So now, in order to get a better macro view of where the stock will find its next level of resistance, we can draw some Fibonacci retracement zones to better analyze where the stock could be headed next. So what you want to do first is grab your Fib retracement tool, which is located here. You drop your first anchor at the lowest point of the stock and drop your second anchor at this highest point of the stock that was made previously, right there. So as you can see, PayPal was trading in this range, and that is between the 78% retracement zone and the 100% retracement zone. And it broke through that and finally ended here. And now we are in this zone between these two support and resistance lines. And this is between the 61% retracement zone and the 78% retracement zone. So absolute support here would be the 221. So because I do think it was an overreaction for the market to sell off in this thing so quickly on the Pinterest rumor deal, I do believe the bottom is in for PayPal and we can only continue higher from here. So we did find support on Friday, and that was a low point of 240, which is annotated by this white line. And so now we can continue higher. So our next level of resistance here would be again a price target of 260. If we can break through that, our next level of resistance would be previous all-time highs of 309. So now if we zoom in, we can look at it the same way. So now it does seem like we have found support here at the $240 mark that was posted last Friday. I do think it was a market overreaction on the Pinterest rumor deal. I do think the sell-off was an overreach and purely a technical sell-off, not a fundamental reason to sell off. So investors were buying the dip today, and we are recovering. So with that being said, from the 240 point up to the next level of resistance, which is here, and that's the 78% retracement zone, that'll be a price target of 260 as your next level of resistance. And if we're able to break through that, our next level of resistance would be our absolute all-time high of $309. So now if we grab our info line tool, we drop it to our current price here, and from our current price to our next level of resistance, that would be a 5% gain at the $260 target price. That's a 5.87% gain. And finally, if we're able to break through that, our all-time high would be a potential runway of up to 25% gains. Again, from our current price up to the previous all-time high, that is a potential profit of 25%, which is huge. That's extremely bullish, extremely impressive. I do think PayPal has solid fundamentals with a great track record, with a history of beating earnings, and a giant customer base that spans the world. They have a great product line, including Venmo, and they're just getting started with their line of cryptocurrency offerings. I do think this is a great name for you to buy and hold in your portfolio as a long-term investment. And judging by the charts, we have dipped, and this is a great time for you to buy in and hold this name. And lastly, if we look at the RSI, we did reach oversold conditions down here, and we bounced off the 30-point mark, which is extreme oversold. And now we're currently at roughly 37-point mark, which is still nearly oversold conditions. And again, investors were buying the dip. We are seeing a bullish divergence here happening, and what a bullish divergence is, just a trend direction change going from bearish to bullish, and we are seeing momentum curling upward here. So there you have it. I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions, please leave a question in the comment section. I'll be happy to respond. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.